Hi guys, welcome. If it's your first time here, it is Bold TV and part 2 of the spooky dreams. And again, I'm sorry, I was just mixing up the dream numbers in the previous video, but if you haven't watched that video, please make sure you go and watch it, right? So I'm not gonna do any long introduction. We are just gonna get into the video. Dream number 1. I don't know how to say this, guys. Oh my God. Anyways, in one of my jobs that I'm in right now, right? Few months back, when was it? We're in October, right? I think it was between April or May. I had a dream, and in that dream, I saw one of the senior management leaving. And then I was wondering, I'm like, people that work with the government, they don't leave. Why will this lady be leaving? But I'm like, you know what? I don't think that's gonna happen, you know. Nah, she's not going anywhere. Nah, nobody leaves the government. Most people want to be permanent. She worked with the government for so many years, and she's permanent. You know, she's paying for her RSP, the retirement plans and everything. She has all the package. Like, I was like, I just brushed the dream off. I'm like, nah, that's, you know, it's just a dream. I just did nothing with it. In fact, I didn't even tell anyone. So today we had a potluck, Thanksgiving potluck at work. And so we were asked to go to the office today, to be part of the potluck. You know, usually everyone brings something, and I sign in, you know, just to bring pizza. You know, I ordered some pizza and some chicken wings, and you know, that's it. Guys, anyways, we were enjoying having fun and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden she came in. Of course, she grabbed something to eat, the senior management I'm talking about, and then all of a sudden she said, oh, okay guys, 2 minutes, I have an announcement. The moment she said I had an announcement, my brain went to what I dreamt. So then I sent a chat to one of my friends. I'm like, please, I want you to send this chat back to me. Just so I want to confirm what's going to happen. And what I want to tell you very quickly is, a few months ago, I had a dream that our senior management is retiring. No, actually, I dreamed that she was leaving. I dreamed that she was leaving, not retiring. So anyways, please just keep this message, and I want you to send it back. I don't know what's happening, but I dreamed that she's leaving. And she's about to make an announcement, so I don't know what the announcement is about. Please, just... She said, okay. And I still have the chat. It's just that I'm recording using my phone. And then, back to the senior management announcement. So she's like, okay guys, thank you for the potluck, blah, 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 blah. And then she said, guys, I'll be leaving latest December, or by January, I'll not be working for the government anymore. It's not like she got a job. It's because she is retiring. So she's leaving. I was so shocked because I don't even know how old she is, but she looks young. She doesn't really look like someone that, you know, needs to retire. I was so shocked. And then I went back to my text and I told my friend, I'm like, guess what? You know the dream I told you about the senior management leaving? Well, she just made an announcement. She's leaving because she's retiring. That's crazy. That is insane. Let's go to dream number 2. Dream number 2, my pastor that I actually really love is actually in South Africa, right? 1 second, guys, 1 second. Dream number 2. So dream number 2, one of my pastors that I really love, he's in South Africa. He's from Congo, but he lives in South Africa. No, actually, he used to live in South Africa. He's now moved to France, but he still he still attends and preaches. He's still he's still in South Africa. So let's just say he lives in 2 countries. Some days, some months he's in South Africa, some months he's in France. So anyways, I'm sure you guys know the pastor. He does a lot of very accurate prophecies and all that stuff. And one time in his church, well, people thought it was a scandal, but it wasn't a scandal. But of course, with social media, they made something big out of it. Let me get to the point. So there was an incident, not really an incident, some sort of a miracle that happened in his church. And then, of course, the media went crazy about it and all that stuff. And then after some time, there were a lot of other things, issues. I don't know if I should call it issue, a lot of sort of church drama that has been happening in few churches in South Africa all around the same time. And then on top of that, there was also this, how do you call it? Some issues in South Africa where South Africans, there was some sort of strike, protest. People don't want other races or other African countries in South Africa. It was just a lot of things were happening at that same time. But anyways, the reason I'm bringing this in is because during that time, the pastor was also preparing to move his family to France because his elder son was, of course, one of his elder sons was joining the university, which made a lot of sense, of course, moving the family to Europe. And during the move, of course, the wife, and anybody that knows the pastor's wife, she's very hands-on. And because of that, she wasn't attending church. And then, of course, church rumors started. Oh, where's the pastor's wife? Oh, did the pastor divorce his wife? Some people, all kind of rumors. Some other people are saying, oh, the pastor has a second wife, has a third wife. All kind of rumors, right? And then people are just like, where's the pastor's wife? Where's the pastor's wife? So there was a time, me and one of my friends who were just discussing Barb, where I think she's a PhD holder and she's also a pastor. So we were just talking. Then I was just telling her, man, everyone is asking about pastor's wife. I hope she's fine. And then we were just discussing. We're like, yeah, we hope she's fine. She's a beautiful lady. And so nobody knew what was happening. But of course, people want to see her at least once in a while in church, even though they have relocated to Europe, right? So of course, it became such a big thing. Where's the pastor's wife? Where's the pastor's wife, right? Yeah, so. And then, of course, me and my dreams, I had a dream that I was at church and the pastor's wife, that nobody knew where she was in the church she liked wearing gowns, actually. She looks good on those gowns. So she came to church, and then I saw her. I'm like, oh, Mom, you're back to church. Where have you been? And she's like, you know what? I was busy, the move, you know, trying to get the children settled, schools and all kind of things. So that's why I was quite busy, but everything is settled now, and now I am back. And she's like, I noticed so many of you were asking about my whereabouts. I'm okay, everything is good, and I'm here, so it's all good. And thank you all for your prayers. We're like, okay. And then I woke up, I'm like, what? That was a dream. So I told my friend, I was like, you know what? I had a dream that the pastor's wife is back in church. And the dream actually showed she was wearing a red gown and everything. If I knew how to draw, I'll actually draw it. So the same day I told her, she's like, well, that will be good because so many people are asking about her. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, the pastor is going to be preaching. And I think during our time is like 4 p.m. Is like, can you tune in? He's going to be preaching to that at 4 p.m. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll tune in. Guys, I tuned in, of course, 4 p.m. I tuned in. Guess what? The pastor's wife was in church wearing the same red gown. She was sitting in front. There is more. I am not done. So, of course, she took the mic. She went to the altar and started thanking everybody. And guess what she said? She's like, guys, thank you all for your prayers. And that is the same line she said when I was the same line she said in my dream. And she's like, I understand so many of you were asking about my whereabouts. I was a little bit busy with the move, with the children and everything, but we are all settled. It's as if she was saying everything she said in the dream. Part of it is a little bit paraphrased, but the moment she finished talking, my friend called me. She's like, girl, what's going on? I was like, girl, tell me. You tell me what is going on. She's like, didn't you just tell me a few hours ago you dreamt that the pastor's wife is back in church? And she was wearing a red gown. I was like, my sister, if I knew how to draw, that dress you see she's wearing in church right now, that is the same dress I saw in my dreams. You see everything she's saying? Part of it is paraphrased, but everything she told me in the dream is exactly what she's repeating in the altar. She's like, girl, but you told me, you're not lying. You told me all these things before we started watching. I was so shocked. I was like, that's crazy. Dream number 3. Let's go, guys. Dream number 3. I had a dream, same church, I had a dream. I had a dream that the pastor made an announcement that she's going to need everyone to contribute if you can, if you cannot, even though you cannot contribute finances, but you can contribute prayers because they want to build another church. But that's not all, guys. In the dream, I saw the building of the church from beginning to the end, and I could see exactly how the building looked like. Okay. So I was like, how can I have the dream of a church? I'm like, I was in the church. I went there. I'm like, the church is perfectly fine. Well, yes, sometimes it gets too full and people will sit outside. They'll put a tent and people will sit with umbrella. I get it. But I don't think there is need for any expansion. There is no need. Why does the pastor want to move this church? This location is perfect. Why will he want to move? Then I told one of my friends, and I think I told my cousin too. I'm like, guess what? I had a dream that pastor want to move the church. Why? The location is perfect. The church is perfect. It's just that, well, there are so many people sit up, it gets too crowded, people sit outside. But they can continue to put tent. There's no need to build another church. I don't know. It's perfect. For me, it was perfect. So she's like, well, girl, you and your dreams. Anyways, hold on. So we are still in dream number 3. So I was saying, why does the pastor want to move the church or build another church? There is no need. Because I was comfortable with the church. I'm like, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Why do you want to relocate? Anyways, I left it at that. I dreamt, I think it was a Sunday or Monday. The next weekend was church prayers. The pastor, before he started preaching, he says he has an announcement. I called my friend, I'm like, the pastor has an announcement. You remember the dream I told you? Guys, let's watch. The pastor says he has an announcement. Okay. Sir, what is your announcement? The pastor says he has a very big project that he's embarking on. The reason for embarking on this project is because the church has now become small, and God has given him a new direction. They found a new church location. They are starting construction for the new church. The reason he's telling the congregation is, if you can contribute finance, or you can contribute your prayers, anything you can do is welcome, because the church is moving from glory to glory. So they put a video to show the structure of the church. The video started going. Ding, 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 ding. You know the church building that I saw in my dream? That's the exact building they showed in that video. I had goosebumps. I was like, what? Exactly. I was like, isn't that the building I saw in my dream? What is going on? And I had already said, like, I just brushed it off because I didn't see any reason why the church would need to move. And as we speak right now, my brethren, ladies and gentlemen, the new church is completed. Now people are worshiping in the new church. Probably one day when I go to South Africa, guys, I'll show you. That is crazy. Insane. And then some of my friends that also go to the same church that I told them about the dream, they're like, Soraya, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophetess. I just have this thing since I was young. When I dream something, it happens. I have no clue. So that was dream number 3, right? Okay. Moving on. Dream number 4. I don't know, man. I have no clue. I have no idea. Dream number 4. I had this cousin. Everyone was asking, is he going to get married? How come he's not dating? How come he's not dating? How come he's not dating? And then he's like, you know what? And he keeps saying that he hasn't found anybody that he likes. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I had a dream. I had a dream that he was going out with this particular guy. And they have been they were childhood friends for a very long time. So should I say it? Should I not say it? Should I say it? Say it or don't say it. I don't know if I should say it. It's a dream. Anyways, I saw him with this particular guy in the dream, you know. And it is like his friends. The guy is his friend, you know. Everything. And then I saw in the dream that, you know, they were a couple. And but in the dream, he was hiding the friendship. He was hiding the relationship. What I saw in the dream. So then I met him. I'm like, why are you hiding your relationship? He's like, you know what? He told me that in the culture, in our culture, you know, people are not really open to such things. You know, they are not open to gays, lesbians. So he's afraid. Then I told him in the dream, I was like, dude, you're not serious, but our family is not like that. So I started pointing out some people that are known to be gay and nobody really cares and life goes on. Then I'm like, nothing's gonna happen, you know? It's better to have your happiness instead of you getting into a situation where you will be mad or find yourself to marry a woman knowing that you're not into ladies. So there is no need for that. That was in the dream. He's like, you know what, I'll think about it. Okay. Of course, this dream I wasn't going to tell anybody. I'm like, who are you going to tell? Some people start running with rumors unnecessarily. Anyways, and then anytime we have a family gathering, the same thing. People say, hey, so and so. Where's your girlfriend? Who are you going out with? We haven't seen any woman. It's very common in an African family and African culture that if you are single for a very long time, they keep asking you about a significant other as if they want to hook you up. They want to, you know, very common. So then someone was cooking and I think we ran out of something in the kitchen. So they told me to go buy, I don't remember what it was. And he said, you know what, wait for me, we'll go together. So we started going, blah, 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 walking. I'm like, hey, long time no see. How have you been? Blah, blah, blah. You know, he's like, good. I was like, aren't you tired with people asking you all the time, who are you bringing? Who are you bringing? He's like, well, I'm not sure if I bring the person, the family will be open to it. I'm like, what do you mean? I said, this family is open to anything, you know. We are open. In fact, we are a united nation. The family is a united nation. Family, everyone is very open-minded. They don't care. And they're welcoming of anyone and everyone. So why all of a sudden will you be afraid? He's like, well, his mom he's the only son. And his mom, you know, has always been saying he wants grandchildren. I said, who said any couple can have, you know, children? There's nothing wrong with that. And there is all kind of technology. There's a lot of things. So you don't need to fear about anything. Then he's like, you know what, let me tell you the truth. Then he's like, he's actually gay. And this is the person he was dating. he's dating, but he's just afraid that, family. I'm like, don't worry about it. As long as you start bringing him around, the family will start getting to know him. And the moment you open up, they will welcome you guys. There's nothing wrong with it. He's like, oh my God, I feel relieved right now. And then I told him, you know what, don't freak out, but I actually had a dream that you are telling me about this. Still on part 4. Yeah. So after he told me that he was gay and who he was dating and all that stuff, then I told him, don't freak out, by the way, I actually had a dream about it. He's like, man, you and your crazy dreams. When are you going to stop dreaming things? I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure science will call it illusion. I don't know. But I guess my illusion that I see in my dream tend to come to pass. I have no idea. So we just brushed it off and laughed and continued, bought whatever we went to buy, and then got home. Okay. Of course, a few years later, he was able to come out. And then, they are now a couple, married, and they have children. So, yeah. So life goes on. Dream number 5. Dream number 5. Dream number 5, if you guys watched some of my previous video that I spoke about growing out without a parent, right? Growing up, I actually grew up living in different family homes, not foster care, no. My mom left me when I was a little bit too young. You guys need to watch the video. I think it has 3 parts, growing up without a parent. You'll see those videos. Because today we need to talk about dreams, right? So let's continue to dream number 5. So dream number 5, as I was saying, I stayed with different aunties, different relatives, different family members. So there's this particular household that I stayed in. Guys, all I have to say is you need to be prayerful. You need to be alert. And the spiritual realm is real. Okay, that's all I have to say. So while I was staying in one of these homes, I had this favorite dress, one of my favorite dress. The dress went missing. And I think with the blouse, actually a few of my stuff would just disappear. Sometimes they'll reappear, okay? But few of my things used to disappear. I used to wonder why. What happens? What is someone doing with them? Where does someone take them if they're actually taking it somewhere? Or what is going on? Okay. My favorite dress is missing. So I had this fast, everybody. And this one particular day, everyone helped me to look for it. Some of my cousins, everyone was helping me to look for where's my favorite dress. My favorite dress was missing. I didn't know where it is. Okay. And in the home where I stayed, they have a storage up, like they have a storage like on a ceiling. Sometimes they have a storage there. So then one day I told one of the guys, can you please just go up in the storage, remove everything, remove the boxes to see if my dress is there. But it didn't make sense. Everyone was like, why would you think someone will take your dress and put it in those boxes? It doesn't make sense. I was like, you know what, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And then we took a ladder and we looked up all the boxes without opening them. We're like, you know what, yeah, all the boxes are closed and everything is tied up, so it's impossible. It's probably not here. So we're like, you know what, because our home is big, visitors come and go, relatives come and go. So we're like, you know what, maybe a laundry was done, someone took it with their laundry by accident. So I had to forget about the dress. We forgot about the dress. That was it. I had to move on. No matter how much I cried for my favorite dress that went missing. Everything else that was missing, I did not care about it. And that family, there were also some relatives where what Haitians will call lugao or lugao, people that do crazy things, diabolical things, go to see diabolical babas. There were people like that in that house. It was he say, she say. Nobody saw it, nobody confirmed it. Side note. Okay, I moved on. My favorite dress is lost. What can I do? Nothing. Of course, as usual, I had a dream. I had a dream and I saw the exact face of the person that took my dress. In the dream, they showed I was sitting just on the side. I don't know that I was sitting on the side of a bed. I was just sitting. I was just on the side. Maybe I don't know whether I was sitting or standing, watching what the person was doing. The person went in my bag, removed my favorite dress, took it, and for some reason I'm following them, but they could not see me following them. And then they went, did whatever certain things and put in the dress, took the dress, took a ladder, went in the storage, put it way in the back. That was a dream. And then I woke up. When I woke up, I told one of my cousins, I said, we have a mission tomorrow. Let me tell you this, just in case I forget. So I told her. She's like, okay. And then, of course, when we woke up in the morning, when some of the people that I actually saw in the dream left, some of them went to work. It was a school holiday. Then I told her, let's go for our mission. We took a ladder. We went to the storage upstairs on where the ceiling was. I told her, she was like, which boxes do you see? I'm like, it's like, I think it's 3 or 4, but I saw it's towards the boxes, towards the wall. So we went and found the box, checked the box, and there's my dress. And with certain things that was put in the dress, we're like, remove it, let's go. We removed the dress and brought it down. We had a pastor at the house. We're like, okay. Then it's like, what's going on? You found your dress. How come you're not happy? I'm like, no. I cannot wear this dress, but this is what is in the dress. So I showed them what was tied on the dress. Everybody was freaking out, like, how did you know? I said I had a dream. And then my cousin is like, yeah. She had a dream, and she told me not to forget it. So today we say, okay, we have to do our mission to take the ladder and remove it. So that's how I found my favorite dress. I did not say a word, but it was the elders in the house that, people that prayed and wait for the diabolical people to come back from work, spoke with them and told them, why will you do that? Why will you do that to her dress and all that stuff? And then I added icing. I added icing to this cake. And then I was like in the corner, I was just standing in the corner. And then I was like, Auntie, yeah, and I saw you in the dream. You are the one, I saw you in the dream. And then someone was like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with this kid? I was a teenager at the time. This child, blah, blah, blah. Of course, it became such a big thing. But the point is, everybody knew about the dress that was missing. The dress was found. And then the pastor said that the dress need to be burnt or whatever. I didn't care. I said, you know what? My hands are clean. I love people. My heart is pure. So there is no way someone will do something negative to me without me seeing it. You know? So, that was dream number 5, right? Let's go to dream number 6 coming up. Dream number 6. Sometimes these dreams, man. Dream number 6. You see, in this life, you need to be alert. In this life, keep your hands clean. For as long as you're living in this universe, right? Just know, always remember that you see, what did Satan convince all the other angels to leave God and follow him? But also know that Satan, they are all on earth. They are all on earth. So the world is not a safe place. Keep your hands clean, do well, and put God first. This dream, crazy. Dream number 6. Hey. Dream number 6, guys. Dream number 6. So I had a dream. Some of you, every family has it. Every family has it. Every family have them. You'll probably be in denial. Maybe you know them, maybe you don't know them, but they are there. So, let me sit properly for dream number 6. So, there's another aunt. She's known to be diabolical. Everybody knows about it. Close relatives are in denial of it. Growing up as children, they were telling us about her. So, sometimes you'll go to places, she'll come back, we'll be burying things in the compound. We'll be digging holes to put certain things. Very diabolical woman. Very, very diabolical. Everybody knew. Everyone knew it. You know? So it's crazy. It's insane. And everybody used to be afraid of their main house. But me, I'm not afraid of anything. If worst case scenario, I'll sit in the dream. So anyways. And then one day, this particular day, right? Something went missing. I think there was a visitor that was traveling from overseas. So the visitor had, I think, a very important document, some money and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, the visitor was looking for those documents and the money and everything and could not find it. And the bag is intact. The key for the bag is in his pocket. Who opened the bag without a key? Who? Nobody knows. They looked everywhere. He had no choice but to go to their embassy and get new documentation and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then I think I was sent to that house to pick up something just very quickly. And then when I got there, the grandma there really loves me. And the grandma is like, no, 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 no. You cannot go home, call my auntie. That, no, no, no. You cannot let this child go back home this late. So she said, I'll spend the night and then she'll take me the following day. Okay. And African culture, whatever the elder says goes. So I was not going to be like, no, sorry, I have to go, blah, blah, blah. No. I was happy because for me, the happiest thing for me, there were more kids to play with, right? So I was so happy, and I'm going to share rooms with cousins and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So I stayed, and it was so much fun, like they're telling us stories at night and dinner, it was so much fun. But the fun part is there were a lot of kids in that house, so that meant a lot of friends, a lot of people to play with. So yeah, anyways. And then some of the aunties in the house, they were also like talking, telling us stories, blah, blah, blah. Backstory. Remember, I was a visitor. Grandma decided that I should spend the night. I don't know anything about a visitor that came and is lost something. I don't know anything about that. Okay? Keep that in the back of your mind. All right. No. We went to sleep, blah, blah, blah. I had a dream. In the dream, I saw that aunt that liked to, the diabolical, the one that is known to be diabolical, burying things in the compound, doing whatever, all kind of diabolical things. I had a dream that she went to that visitor's bag, opening, I didn't see how she got the key, but went to the visitor's bag, opened the visitor's bag, took the visitor's document, and took the money, gave the money to his son, and then told the son to hide the documents because the son will need it if they're gonna maybe use it to travel with it, or maybe forge it, whatever it is that they wanna do with it. The son was reluctant to take the document, but when he saw the money, he took it. And then she returned the key. And in the dream, after she took those things, she went back to sleep. Okay. In the morning, Grandma, hey. I don't know why right now, if you find me, I'm actually quiet. When I was young, I was so loud, right? I was so loud. I was calling Grandma on top of my voice. Grandma's like, what's going on? I said, Grandma, I had a dream. And then the other kids are like, well, what do you mean? What do you dream? I had a dream that you had a visitor that came here, and Auntie so-and-so went to the visitor's bag, took the visitor's papers and a lot of some money, took the money to the son. The son didn't want to take it, but he ended up taking the money, and the son has the document. Grandma, it is a dream or just a dream? I had a dream. And then the auntie was entering. Hey, auntie, I had a dream you took a visitor's documents and some money. I received an international slap. The kind of slap that auntie gave me, I was like, hey, I started running, crying to Grandma. And then Grandma came. It's like, why did you slap this child? Don't try it ever in your life. And please, go bring the money and the papers. I'm looking at the grandma while I'm crying. I'm like, Grandma, what do you mean? It was just a dream. I didn't say she took anything. I was just dreaming. At this point, Grandma is not listening to me. Grandma is insisting on her to go. And she was still dragging her feet. Grandma went to the son's room, started knocking at the door. Please, where's the money? Where's the paper? We know you guys have it. And me, I was confused. What do you mean they have, which one? And then, of course, while Grandma is knocking at the door, one of they were already, because back home, like what they do, they were about to serve breakfast. Usually what they do, they will serve breakfast for the guys, and then sometimes they'll start with kids. But that day they were starting with kids, right? Just hold on, guys, the video is ending. Hold on. So still on dream number 6, right? So while grandma is busy knocking at that door for the auntie son to open, they started calling us kids, because back home, like the way my culture is, usually when they are serving food any kind, they'll start with kids, and then they'll go to the men, and then women will eat last. Sometimes they'll rotate, but that morning it was kids, so they started calling us, hey, breakfast. As we were going to the breakfast, I saw the visitor. I was like, uncle, it's you. I dreamed that you came. I dreamed that you came. I dreamed that auntie whatever stole your document, took documents and some money from your bag. The visitor was in shock. And the visitor was like, whose child is this? But of course, my other cousins were calling me. I was running. We were going for breakfast. Guys, that auntie's son opened the door. He took some document, threw it on my grandma's face. Took the money, threw it on my grandma's face. Shut the door on grandma's face. Jesus. I was like, and then because the visitor now went to the grandma. And the grandma is telling him, are those your documents? Like, yes, oh my God. Thank you very much. Those are my documents. And then he was saying some money was missing, but he doesn't care. The most important thing is he has his document. And then, of course, I could see we were eating, and I could see people coming, and the guy coming, walking towards us with his documents and all that. And the guy is curious. He's like, whose child is this? And now he's asking the grandma. And then grandma was telling people in our language that don't tell him what happened, because, they don't want to spoil the family name. So then they told the visitor, it was just a misunderstanding. We are sorry, but the most important thing, we have your visitor. We've called for a taxi to take you to the airport. And then grandma was telling me to finish eating quickly. My aunt is waiting for me. So of course I finished eating. Grandma took me to my auntie. When we got there, grandma was telling my aunt, he told my aunt, do you know that God is the one that told you to send this child to my house? And then my aunt is like, what do you mean? Which God? Grandma is like, do you know that this child here solved a very big case? A shame that was going to befall the family. Because, back home, the culture is very strong, and stealing is such a big shame. They take such things very seriously. And my aunt is like, what do you mean? He's like, is this your child here that had a dream? Told us exactly who took the documents and the money for the visitor that was missing. That's how God took shame from our face. And then my aunt is like, you guys are paying attention to these small children. Why will you guys be paying attention to such things? It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. It can't be. Just a coincidence. And then I was hearing, I'm like, auntie, you're right. It's just a coincidence. So that was dream number 6. And anytime we think of that dream, it's like, can you imagine? I wasn't there. I didn't know who the visitor is. I was sent for an errand. My grandma decided that, and I know exactly why I was late, that grandma made me to stay. Because back home, then all neighbors, kids, relatives, each other. So every home, like along the street, your kids used to play outside. And when they send you to an errand, chances are you're going to have a stopover to play a little bit before continuing your errand, right? So when my auntie sent me to that errand, I think I had a few stops, seeing kids playing and then join them, play a little bit, then remember that I was sent for an errand, then go and then find other kids playing and then join the game again, and then remember I was sent for an errand, continue to my errand, you know. And that's why I got delayed, that grandma made me to sleep, to spend the night there. But anyways, that is dream number 6. Let's move on to dream number 7. You guys are not ready for dream number 7. Dream number 7. So dream number 7. I was going to this particular school back home. It was I had just finished elementary school, joining high school, and I think I only went to that school first year of high school, and I had to leave. But it was very interesting because usually, any of you that knows that back home when you go to school, you have to pay. Primary school you pay, secondary school you pay, and whatever level of the school you are in, the school fees tend to go higher and higher and higher. So I went to this particular school. I hadn't even arranged for proper school fees or anything. I just got excited, you know. I'm starting school, I want to see what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Okay. First term of the school was paid half, okay? The first term of the school was paid half. And then we had to do something similar to midterm that they do here. And then I was still waiting for my aunt to send the rest of the school fees, right? So anyways, and I was sending messages and everything, nothing is happening. And then I had some cousins that were in that school. They told me that, you know what, don't worry, our mom is coming to pay our school fees tomorrow. We'll just let her know to pay yours as well. And then when your auntie brings the money, they can decide how they want to refund each other. I was like, okay. Then I had a dream. I had a dream that their mom came to school to pay their school fees. So when I saw their mom, they went and greeted their mom. I was also like, hey, auntie, oh my God, good to see you. And in the dream, I saw their mom came in the dream. And then I was telling her that, oh my God, I see that you're coming to pay so-and-so school fees. Mine, I'm going to need help with my other half. My auntie hasn't sent the rest of the money yet. And then you guys she can just reimburse you afterwards. And then in the dream, she told me that, no, sorry, I can't. You know, I have a lot of, I already budgeted for the money. There's nothing I can do, you know, I'm just here to pay for your cousin's school. Then I told her, auntie, if you cannot pay, that's fine. I just need your help to talk to the head teacher to allow me to sit for the exams. Because usually, if you haven't paid, but someone comes and talk to the school on your behalf, whether you're a relative or, you know, whoever it is that comes and talk and make arrangement to say when the rest of the balance will be paid, they will allow you to sit for the exams. So in the dream, I told her, auntie, just talk. If you can't pay, that's fine. Okay, I understand. Can you just please come and talk to the head teacher, or even if head teacher is not around, the teacher on duty also asks to talk to them just to please allow me to sit for the exam so they don't send me home. And in the dream, she said, I'm sorry, I can't, I can't. I have to go, time. I have to go back to work. There's a lot of things that I have to do, blah, blah, blah. And then in the dream, I saw her, left the school. For some reason, I don't know why I was following her up in the dream. And then she wasn't even going to work. I saw her, she went, took the whatever taxi she came with, I don't remember what she. Still in dream number 6, I win 6 or 7, one of those. So in the dream, I don't know why I was following my aunt, so I followed her up to the house. I don't know why. And when I got to her house, she wasn't even doing anything special. She was just doing some cleaning and all that stuff. So in the dream, I was saying, this auntie refused to pay for my part of my school fees, so at least I can sit for the exam, which I understand. She said she has planned for her money. That's okay. And then I told her to just talk to the head teacher or the teacher just to allow me to sit for the exam. And she says she has an errand to run and blah, blah, blah. She has to go to work. But I followed her. She's doing nothing. She's just doing regular things at home. That's not fair. So in the dream, I really felt bad that she did that. Okay, it's just a dream, right? I woke up. I woke up, I was like, God, I need a miracle. Like, if I cannot sit for this exam, what is going to happen? Because I was actually planning to switch the school. So I didn't want to invest too much time there. I'm like, okay, at least let me, my thing is, at least let me sit for the exam. Because if I'm switching schools, so at least I can have that on my report card, right? Then I was like, what kind of dream is this? Why did my aunt refuse to help me? So anyways, I got ready and I went for classes. And then in class, of course, they called us out, people that have balance for school fees, you're not going to sit for exam. So they called us out. Actually, we were in front of the class. After in front of the class, they told us, you know what, you need to go outside. You are obstructing. So we went outside. So as we go outside, I saw my auntie coming. I was like, oh, and then my cousins also saw her. So we started running. I greeted her, blah, blah, blah. I said, Auntie, how are you? Fine. What are you doing here today? She said, oh, she came to pay. She's like, I'm here to pay the school fees of your cousins. Then I told her, Auntie, oh, thank you so much that you are here. I'm going to need your help. Can you please help me just pay something small on my school fees so they can allow me to sit for the exams? And she's like, no, not really. I already planned for it. Sorry, I can't really help, I can't really help. Then I was like, Auntie, because, my aunt can pay you the balance. I said, you know what, I understand if you already planned for your money, but can you please help me, just talk to the teacher, talk to the head teacher, or talk to the teacher on duty so they can at least allow me to sit for the exams. Because now they are saying if you didn't pay the full fees, you cannot sit for the exam. Just please tell, because I already spoke to my auntie, she will be sending the money, but please just allow them to, help me sit for the exams. And she's like, you know what, I really can't, I have to go. I have some errands to do. I have work, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, that's fine. Then I was telling myself, why did I even bother asking her? That is the same thing I was shown in the dream. And I knew for a fact that she's not going to work, because in the dream I saw she didn't really go to work. I was like, I don't know what kind of thing is this. So anyways, I just went to sit outside. I'm like, you know what? Let the will of God be done. So as I was sitting outside, then some girls came to call me. They're like, oh, if you guys are not doing anything, you guys can join the crusade. It's a Christian school, so that you come and join the crusade. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Let me just go and join the crusade. So I just went and, we started praying, singing. Because I don't know why in high school I used to love praising God. So we just started praising the Lord, praying, and I felt good in the presence of God. And then I just told God, you know what? I really wanted to sit for the exam because I'm going to switch school. But if it is your will that I cannot do this exam, that is okay. And I looked at the time, it was noon. And that was the time that the exam was starting. And I just knew that, okay, that is it. I missed the exam. That's all right. So I'm like, what can I do? It is what it is. So anyways, I missed the exam, but I was still able to attend other classes. They were not sending me home because there was no exam, but they still were reminding us, people with balance of school fees, you need to pay, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Okay, 2-3 days later, I had a dream. I had a dream that they're shutting down the school. How can they shut down this school? I'm like, it is a very big, fancy private school. Who shuts down a school like that? I'm like, first of all, it cannot be because of funds. The owner of the school lives in the US. And I think it was a few, I don't know, friends and family, that contributed to build that school. But it's a very fancy, nice private school. It has money, very beautiful private school. And I loved the uniform. I used to like the fact that we used to wear a tie. I don't know why, but anyways, it was a beautiful private school. I'm like, why would someone want to shut this school down? I had a dream that the school was shut down. And then in the dream, I was like, you know what? God, it's kind of good that they shut down the school because, at least when I'm switching school, I will just tell them that the school was shut down. So no, they will not ask me for a report card because I didn't do that particular test that I wanted to do because of school fees. So anyways, but then the following day I came to school. I was looking around, I was walking around. I'm like, what kind of dream is this? Who will shut this school down? It's impossible. I was looking at the building. I was like, then one of my friends asked me like, what's wrong with you? What are you looking at these walls like that? I'm like, you know what? I'm looking because I had a dream. She's like, you and your dream. What did you dream again? I told her that I dreamt the school is being shut down. But after I'm taking a good look at this school, I'm like, this school is too perfect. Why would someone be wanting to shut this school down? It's impossible. She's like, you know what? It's impossible. There's no way they'll shut this school down. This is one of the best schools in this area. Great location. Very fancy. Very nice private school. Students here are doing really well. Then she's like, yeah. Then she's like, Sarah, it's just your dreams, but keep me posted. And as we were just leaving a few minutes, the bell for the assembly went off. Guys, I don't know how to tell you, man. There's more. There is more. The bell for the assembly went off. Okay. We went for the assembly. Of course, we thought that, okay, they're going to talk about people that haven't paid school fees. So my friend is like, you know what? Let's stand at the back. At least you can pretend you didn't hear your name. I'm like, yeah, that's true. Let's go at the back. We went to the back. It was unusual. All teachers, headmasters, some other people were all on the line. Everybody. It's like the whole teacher, staff department were all in front of the assembly. We're like, it is Tuesday. No, it was Wednesday. We're like, it's Wednesday. Usually Wednesday, there is nothing important. There's no announcement. There is nothing. It's just the teacher on duty is the one that will talk few things. Prefects, will come and talk whatever thing they want to talk. That is it. People go to class. Why is the head teacher here? Why is the head deputy here? Why are some of the board members here? Why is everybody at the assembly? What is going on? It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Head teacher, you're supposed not to be here. My friend looked at me. I looked at her. And it wasn't only us. All the other students were murmuring too. Why are all the staff department on the assembly line? What are you guys doing here? The teacher on duty started talking, of course, regular protocol of people coming late, proper uniform, trimming your hair the right way, blah, 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 blah. Mentioned about school fees, people that did not pay, by Friday you will be sent home, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We are still on dream number 7. The bell rang and we went to the school assembly. We are shocked because on Wednesdays, usually we don't have the staffs, head teacher, even most teachers, they will not be at the assembly. But why this particular Wednesday? Everybody is on the assembly. Students are murmuring, what is going on? My friend is asking, c'est quoi? What is going on? Why? Actually, I think that might be a very wrong French. C'est quoi was that? Anyways, we're all wondering. It's Wednesday. Usually when we go to school assembly on Wednesday, it's usually head boy, just all the school prefects, and then teacher on duty. Whether it is 1 or 2 teachers on duty, they will be the one, talking or giving briefs during assembly. But this particular Wednesday, head teacher was there, nearly all the teachers were there, board of directors were there, BASA was there, registrar was there. What's going on? Okay. The teacher on duty, and I think the teacher on duty said something, head boy said something, and then the teacher on duty went again to clarify again that, by Friday, people that did not pay school fees will be sent home, blah, blah, blah. Fine. And then the head teacher came. He said he's coming to talk to us because there's a special announcement. He's aware that students do not expect him to join on the assembly on Wednesdays because usually it's the teacher on duty or the, school board or whatever it is, unless there is something bad. Usually they are not on the school assembly. But the reason they are on the school assembly today, because there's a special announcement. Special announcement, what's going on? The last time we had a special announcement, they were changing our school uniform. There was an increment on school fees. And then they were going to change something to do with our gate and the bell. The bell, everything was going to be electrical. Because we used to have a bell that, the regular bell, but then they had to change it to, I guess, wireless, right? And the few other Wednesdays that we attended assembly is because they were updating computers, right? My school had computers, so. What is special with this special assembly? Because why are the board of directors doing here? Anyways, back to the head teacher. The headmaster said, yes, there's a special assembly because 1, they want to make sure everybody pay their arrears on time. Otherwise, you will not be getting your report card. And you do need the report card if you have to change school or do other things. It's very important. Whichever school you are moving to will ask for report card. So make sure your school fees is paid in full. Okay. And then the head teacher also talked about other school improvements that they were doing with the gate and all that stuff. Fine. There was something that came up with the school bus, something that they wanted. Okay, fine. Oga, what is the special announcement? We are waiting. The headmaster is just talking about other things. What is the special announcement? Tell us. We are waiting. Keep talking about other things. talking about food, talking about headmaster. What is the special announcement? Get to the point. And then that's when he was like, okay, yeah. And the special announcement, the reason why we are in this assembly today is to let you know that we have 6 months in this location. And after that, the school is going to be shut down indefinitely. What? My friend looked at me. I looked at my friend. She's like, God, how did you know? I'm like, how did I know? It is just a dream. I'm not a prophet. She's like, girl, you told me this morning that you had a dream. Just a few hours ago, you had a dream that the school is being shut down. And right now, the headmaster is talking about the school being shut down. What is going on? Who are you? I'm like, me. Moi? Me. I am me. The girl that dreams things that happen. I don't know what's going on. Let's focus. The headmaster continued talking. Yeah, the school is being shut down indefinitely. They tried everything to avert the situation, but they could not. For those people that have already paid school fees or whatever, paid things in extra, you will be reimbursed. You can keep the school uniform. All school properties will be sold on liquidation. And we're like, you're closing school indefinitely? Why? If you guys don't want the school, if other people don't want to deal with the school, why don't you just open the same school somewhere else? We don't know what happened between the owners. We don't know what went between the owners of the school. But bottom line is, we don't know what it had to do with the government. I have no idea. Up to now, I don't know why the school was shut down. But ladies and gentlemen, the school that did not allow me to sit for my exams, actually, it's within their right not to allow me to sit for the exam because I didn't pay my school fees. But anyways, the school was shutting down indefinitely. And then they said that they're going to be sending letters at home. So anyways, I told my auntie. My auntie's like, okay, since there is no need to pay school fees there, start looking for another school. At least and then the good thing is also went on the news and all that. It was in the radio. The school was shutting down indefinitely. That really helped. So when I was able to move to another school, of course, the reason was the school was shut down indefinitely. The news was everywhere. So nobody asked me for a report card. They only asked me for my living report card from primary school to high school. That one, you needed it. But then first year of high school, I told them, the school is shutting down. So we didn't have to wait to sit for the final exams. So that's how I moved to a different school. Guys, that is the end of story dream number 7. Moving on, dream number 8. Dream number 8, guys. . Let's continue with the dream number 8 because this thing is gonna cut. Dream number 8 coming up. Dream number 8, guys. Dream number 8. Dream number 8 happened here in Canada. Dream number 8. When I first joined Canada first year university, actually when I was 2 weeks in Canada, I got my first job. 2 weeks in Canada, I got my first job. I was working in a cafeteria at the school. And then I also spoke to, I used to go a lot in the dining. First year university, I stayed on campus. I stayed on campus, and then of course I needed some money, For some reason, I think maybe I was depressed. I don't know. When I first moved to Canada, there's no family, no friends. You don't know anybody. You're the only one here. Sometimes, yeah. But something that used to make me happy was retail therapy. Anytime I go shopping, whether I'm buying someone or I'm buying something or I'm not buying something, I used to be really happy. So then I decided, let me find a job so I can get money for shopping. Okay. So I found this job in cafeteria. I was working there. Everything is fine. Except for one manager. Something about me that he did not like. Anytime he sees me, he will give me more work. Even though I'm on break, he will come and tell me, once you finish eating, go do this, go do this, go do this, go do that. I'm like, at first it was okay. Manager is sending an employee, fine. Until it becomes too much, until everybody started noticing. Until the women working there's like, girl, what's going on between you and this manager? It's like he is on your case 24/7. I said, I know. Oui, madam, I know. The manager was on my case. I will do whatever he asked. Oh, do this, do that, do this. Sometimes I'll be in working, maybe I'm online, or someone told me to do something. He can see me clearly working, and if someone makes an accident, say for example a student drops their food, he will skip 6-7 employees. He will come to me to go get broom and go clean whatever accident happened. And sometimes when he does that, some of the employees like, no, don't worry, she's fine, I'm right here, I'll take care of it, it's okay, don't worry, I'll take care of it. They'll just jump in and do it because everybody knew that manager could not stand me. What did I do to him? Nothing. And then one of the old women that were working in the cafeteria, Italian woman, very funny. He's like, you know why? Why this manager doesn't like you? You probably look like his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. We could laugh about it, but guys, it's not a laughing matter. That guy, I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Nothing I do is good enough, but because my personality as well, I'm not someone that talks back, yell at you, blah, blah, blah. I don't. I just do my work. Once I'm done, I'm out. But that manager could not stand me. Moi. What did I do to you? And then someone said that, you know what? Maybe you have a star that is, dealing with him. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I did not understand why that manager. Nothing I do was good enough. Nothing I did was good enough. Okay. Me, the dreamer, One day I had a dream about that manager. You guys you don't want to know. You are not ready for this dream, guys. You are not ready. I had a dream about this manager. So the dream I had is the manager was in the office. At the time, students, it's funny, sometimes people will pay cash. There are people that pay cash to come and eat in the dining, but usually it's students. Like we pay in a card, you just swipe your card and you go eat. But outsiders are also allowed to come and eat in the dining, you just pay cash. And then I had a dream. In that dream, I saw the manager taking money from the safe, putting his in pocket. I was like, why is this man taking company money? This doesn't make sense. Then I was telling myself in a dream, of all people, I'm the one that God put to come and catch this guy. No. I'm out of here. I woke up. I'm like, what kind of dream is this? Is this guy stealing from the company? I said, God, I don't want this kind of temptation. No. Nah. Again, I dreamt. Because the cafeteria has different departments in the school. So in a different department, they sent me to work there. I didn't know that his shift was on the other side too. I was like, oh my God, why God? And then now some of the employees on the other side were telling me, Soraya, they know the news is everywhere how this manager hates you. We think he's racist. I said, no, it's not. He's not racist. I was like, guys, not everything is about racism. No, he's not. He treated some of my black colleagues well. So no, it is something. Then I started jokingly saying, you know what, I'm going with that, let's call her Maria. What Maria said, I think I look like his ex. I irritate him, So we just laughed and moved on. And then I dream again. Also in that department. The money that he was, he's the one in the cashier. People pay him cash. When people pay by card, he will print receipt. When people pay cash, he doesn't print receipt. So he just take the money. And in that dream, I saw him doing that. And then I saw him carrying the safe in the office. In the dream, I followed him in the office. He counted a lot of cash, put in his pocket. Every other thing that has the receipt, he put that together. I'm like, this is confirmation. I think this guy is stealing from the company. So then I told one of my friends. Remember I told you guys about a friend that I dreamed that she was worried about her exams and she ended up getting 86%. So I told them, I said, guys, do you guys know that the manager that hit me? They're like, yeah. I'm like, I dreamed that he's stealing money from the company. Twice now, in the previous cafeteria location, when people pay cash, he doesn't print receipt. And then once he's counting money at the end of the day, he's putting the money in his pocket. In this other side, he does the same thing. Like, this doesn't make sense. And then one of the chefs heard. He's like, what are you saying? I'm like, no, don't worry, it's just a dream, I just dreamed that, the manager that doesn't like me was taking some money from the company. But of course, you guys, it's Canada, everything is calculated. Don't worry, it's just a dream. Then I was telling him, it's probably because he doesn't like me and he's always in my mind. That's why I dreamed. So, and then the chef is like, yeah, you're right. Probably that's why, yeah. We all know. We don't know why he can't stand you. Then I'm like, yeah. And then the chef went to a meeting, their management meeting. And then in the meeting, there was a complaint that money was missing. but they don't know who's taking the money. But they can swear it's not employees. They think. Okay, guys. We are still on dream number 8. I was telling my friends now, one of the girls that I told you guys in previous video that I dreamed that she had 86% in her exams and she ended up getting 86% in her exams. So this dream that I was telling them about, the manager that doesn't like me stealing money from the company, and the chef overheard us. And of course, we just downplayed it. I told the chef, I'm like, yeah. And we are friends, we are very close in that company. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's just a dream because, the manager doesn't like me. So I think it's probably because I'm always thinking about him. That's why I saw him in my dream. So guys, it's just a dream. It's nothing. So we brushed it off. The chef overheard it. Maria overheard it. And my 2 friends were eating. Okay. So the chef, they went to management meeting. They called him in a management meeting. And in that meeting, they were talking about money disappearing. Someone taking cash. Someone stealing money from the company. And they saw it's not employees. They think it's one of the management. So they are now investigating who in the management is stealing money. Okay. Are you guys ready for this? You are not ready. You are not ready for what is coming. So, second meeting, the company investigating. There's someone stealing money. Who is stealing company money? So, they brought in a new manager. The new manager, where's he? I think he was from Jordan. His name is, I don't know, his name is Ali. Alan or Ali. New manager. New management. He's the overall senior manager, basically. More like an operational manager. Okay. So the operational managers was filled into this fact that there's money investigation going on. But the new senior manager was very quickly to also notice why this manager doesn't like me. I speak 7 languages. So I speak Arabic. So sometimes we'll speak Arabic with him. We laugh about it. Then I'm like, you know what? People are saying this manager doesn't like me. I don't believe them. I think he likes me. He like me. We'll laugh about it. And he's like, you know what? Maria says I look like his ex. He's like, well, that will make a lot of sense. Anytime he sees his ex, yeah, he will give you all kind of jobs to do. So we'll just laugh about it. And I just downplay that guy's nuisance, right? And I felt like that's what so many people came to say. They say, you know what? Some people see in the spiritual realm. And they were saying that maybe he sees something in you that is irritating him. And then other people are saying, well, maybe he's worried that you're going to see his dirty tricks. That's why he didn't like you. And maybe he wanted you to quit. I was like, nah, I'm not quitting. It's going to be between me and him. I'm not quitting. He can do whatever. Hate me, like me, I'm here. We go die here. We die here. So anyways, management continue with the investigation. Ali, the new manager, the new operational manager, decides to install a camera. Why did they think of that earlier? Install a hidden camera on where the accounting money are receiving money. Install a hidden camera where the safe is so that they can see exactly who's putting the money, who's receiving, who's taking money out. Ladies and gentlemen, the manager that doesn't like me was caught red-handed in camera taking money. And the funny thing, they didn't say anything to him. They let it go for extra 3 months. So they were collecting as many evidence as they can. One day, they called us for a general meeting. Okay. Remember Ali? Ali doesn't know about the dream. Maria knows about the dream. And the chef knows about the dream. But my 2 friends don't work there. So they know about the dream, but we just eat together. Right? So we went to the general meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the operational manager, Ali, says he has an announcement. But before the announcement, of course, they went through housekeeping stuff that they need to, talk about, food, blah, 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 new employees, blah, 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 blah. They talk about all other nuisances they're talking about. I'm looking at the chef is looking at me. Sir, announcement, what are you announcing? General meeting, we're in general meeting. Where is my manager that hates me? Where is my manager? We cannot see my manager anywhere. Maria is asking me, girl, it's like, Soraya, where is your husband? I'm like, my ex, I don't know. Remember, that is the joke that we joke around, that they are saying that the manager hated me probably because I look like his ex, right? So everyone is jokingly is asking, where is your manager? Everyone is asking and laughing. So general manager is still talking about other things. We are waiting. What is the general meeting about? I don't know if some senior managers do it intentionally. When they call people for general meeting, they'll be dragging, so that, the anticipation should to grow. So anyways, Ali spoke, and like, okay. And by the way, part of the main announcement that we are here is that some of you guys know we were carrying out some investigation because of irregularities regarding money disappearing, and we were able to catch the culprit after 3 months investigation. And we are also sorry to announce that Mr. Manager so-and-so will no longer be with us, and we wish him well in his endeavors. What? Maria's like, hey, free at last. I was like, hey girl, God is good. We laughed about it, said, okay. But Ali didn't say it was this manager that was stealing. Say, Maria, what is going on? Who was stealing? He's like, don't worry, my daughter, I'll find out. And Maria was able to find out from the chef, because chef was attending senior management meeting. It was announced in the senior management meeting that the manager was caught red-handed so many times, stealing company money. Maria came and told me that, Soraya, didn't you dream about this few months ago? You dreamed that this guy was taking money from the company safe? And the chef is like, yes, even I overheard it. I was like, guys, I thought it was just a dream. Apparently it is not. But as for me, I'm happy. At least no manager is going to give me a hard time. So we just laughed about that. But guys, My dreams are crazy. I have crazy dreams, guys. Insane. I don't dream every day, but when I do dream, obviously, but I guess I don't pay attention to. But yeah, that was crazy. So now these days when I dream, unless I know you, I don't tell my dreams anymore, because I'm like, I don't want people thinking things, you know. I'm not a prophetess. I don't know what is happening in people's life. I cannot tell you stuff. Right? But yeah, I have crazy dreams. So guys, feel free to wait for part 3 of my very spooky dreams. Very spooky dreams. They are not really, it's not like scary, but it's just that surprising. Like my dreams come true. My dreams basically come true. That's how my dreams are. I dream something and it happens. I guess that is the percentage of the Jewish in me. Right? They say Jewish people dream. Yeah. Maybe that is the percentage of Jewish, the percentage of Greek that is bringing this. But guys, it's crazy. Anyways, guys, that is it for now. And I'll see you all in the next video, part 3 of my spooky dreams. See you next time.